Accounting bodies set out codes of ethics to establish ethical behavior requirements for professional accountants. Click on four words which are fundamental principles of ethical behavior from the IFAC, IESBA, and ACCA codes of ethics. IESBA stands for International Ethics Standard Board for Accountants. Well, codes of ethical behavior for the accountancy profession are based on an internationally agreed ethics code, the IFAC code. The ACCA Code of Ethics and Conduct contained within the ACCA rulebook is also based on the IFAC code. This code for IFAC was developed by International Ethics Standard Board for Accountants, or IESBA. The IFAC code identifies 5 fundamental principles of ethical conduct: integrity, objectivity, professional competence, confidentiality, and professional behavior. Let's see which options match the ones given in the code. Integrity. Yes, this is definitely one of them. Honesty. No, that's not part of the fundamental principles. Trustworthiness. No. Expertise. No, expertise is also not part of the fundamental principles. Professional behavior. Yes, this is one of the right options. Confidentiality. Yes, this one is right as well. Respectfulness. No. Lastly, objectivity. Yes, this is one of the fundamental principles as well. So out of 5, we have been able to match 4. Now let's move towards the second task. All right, let's look at this question. Select 4 factors in the list below which distinguish a profession from an occupation. So the idea here is, what makes something like accounting, law, or medicine a profession, and not just any job? Well, professions like law or medicine are built on specialized knowledge, are licensed, they adhere to ethical principles, and are strictly governed. Whereas occupations such as waiter or driver may involve less formal training, may not be subject to strict ethical standards and governance, and are thus a broader category of paid work. Let's run by each option one by one to see if they match. Acting in the public interest. Yes, definitely yes. That's the hallmark of a profession. Professionals have a duty beyond just making money. They are expected and obliged to protect the wider public interest. So this one is right. Next one is ethical codes of conduct. Again, yes. Professions are guided by strict code of ethics issued by professional bodies. ACCA Code of Ethics is a classic example of ethical codes applicable to accountants. Occupations, on the other hand, don't normally have this formal ethical framework. So this one is also right. The next one is process of certification. So before describing themselves and working as professionals, candidates must undergo a certification or qualification process that verifies both their skills and knowledge. This process may include examinations and recording of verified practical experience in the field. For example, qualifying for ACCA membership requires passing examinations and also obtaining work experience. This one is also correct. Next one is presence of a governing organization. Definitely yes. Professions are overseen by regulatory or governing bodies like ACCA for accountants or the Bar Council for lawyers. This one is also correct. Training requirement. This is important, but it is not unique to professions only. Even occupations like electricians, plumbers, or drivers require training. So training by itself doesn't separate professions from occupations. This one can be crossed out. Highly valued services. Well, lots of occupations provide highly valued services, be them chefs, pilots, builders. Being valued doesn't necessarily make it a profession. This one can also be crossed out. Qualification by examination. This one may confuse you. However, examinations alone don't make a professional. Professions require rigorous formal qualifications and work experience, usually set and monitored by the governing body. Would you call someone a professional who has passed his 8th grade examination and is working as a waiter? No. So let's cross it out as well. Highly skilled. Many occupations are highly skilled too, like carpentry or mechanics. Skill is important, but it is not unique to professions. This one can also be crossed out.